Yes, I can hear you, Judge. I do have video. Allow me. Cannot. It's telling me I can't start the video. I'm certain my camera's on. Let's see here. Can you repeat that, Judge? Yes, can you hear me right now? Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I'm here. What is going on here? Are you able to hear me, Judge? No, I'm right here. Let me see if I change. Speaker is fine. Microphone should be on USB 3 capture. Judge? No, my green is not coming on. Oh man, come on. What is going on here? Test microphone. Okay, I can hear you, but I can't. Yes, I can hear you. Let me try. Okay, let me try. Don't continue to not connect audio. Turn off. And this thing is not. Six one 592 7372. Join. 95909. Video. Okay. And this. Only show video. I'm gonna go like this. There we go. And the audio probably won't work now. That's my guess. Yes, Your Honor, I'm here. Judge, I'm here. Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. Uh, normally, can you hear me now, Judge? Okay, you should be able to hear me. Yes, I do see that, Judge. I have actually been in contact with both through this particular through the internet system. I have actually served them by email. I have proof of my service as well, and they have been in contact with me. However, it just looks like they didn't show up. I think. Uh, uh, no, Judge, there is no effort to serve them in person at those locations. They're out of state, and the transaction took place online. Judge, they have been served properly and received the courtroom papers. They know that I am suing them for funds that they owe. They have violated me in a fashion that has taken place several times. I have proof of how many times it's taken place. They owe me $400. I, Judge, I have proof of service. I don't have an affidavit of service. I ask that you allow me to reserve the defendants. I do want you to note, as a judge, that through trying to service, they tried to have me service through a third party, which is unnecessary and time consuming. Judge, I can't afford money for that. However, I can submit a an affidavit so that the court can serve them in the same fashion. I I believe I do have a fee waiver that will enable the ability for me to submit for the court to serve the parties by email. I don't have a rule, however, I do have a law that is stated that I can serve them electronically through the system, and the system also allows me to serve them electronically. Uh, I'm not aware of that rule, Judge, and if I don't know the court system the way you do, I completely apologize. I don't think that dismisses the fact that there is a case involved and there's a violation, however. You said if you rule in their favor, if you rule in my favor. Judge, I sent proper evidence to the court today that can be reviewed for you to make that type of decision. I am more than capable of explaining all of that evidence so that you are aware of exactly how this has been occurring. I assume that it's been happening with that organization more often than not, and I would appreciate you making the right decision versus fear of something that they might do due to the fact that they're avoiding the court. No, I was not. Actually, it was denied because it was not necessary. She said that it was not necessary for me to have that particular form at that particular time. Correct. That's exactly what I said. Well, the problem again is at the time that particular supplemental form was not necessary. I didn't need to have the court serve them. At this during this case, you're saying that I need to have the court serve them because I can't afford to serve them. I can't go spend $7 here and there to serve them, especially when I have an email system that actually works. If I contact them for a dispute, they're there. If I contact them through their system, they're there. If I contact them through their IT system, they're there. So instant message, they're there. Each and every time I contact them, they're there. This is an avoidance. And I apologize that this is, you have a rule in your mind, however, I have been violated. The amount is $400, and the reason is for false advertising and breach of contract. The defendant, yes, the amount that I'm suing for is $400. The name of the company is PC Server and Parts. The third party defendant is PayPal Inc. PC Server and Parts sold me a refurb computer. The refurbished computer had an issue when it arrived. The issue was the GPU. Problem with the GPU was it was not attached to the motherboard. I got in contact with them immediately due to it not working, and had to get in and spoke with them, and they gave me instruction to cause the computer to work, the GPU. When I affixed it to the computer, it seemed to be working. However, the problem was I could not update the computer. Uh, the reason that I bought this particular computer was for my graphics. My graphics are extremely valuable. The very moment that I connected to them, to the computer, I started to save stuff on the computer. So then I also, and I need to actually allow you to understand this, I also started saving other valuables on this particular computer. As time commenced, I noticed, I guess within the next couple of days, that there is an error that is connected to the operating system on this computer. The name of the error, the actual error, comes from a graphic design program from Adobe. Now, bear in mind also, I've gotten in contact with all of these organizations, and they have confirmed that the issue is the GPU. The PC server and parts sent me a GPU that is not compatible with the operating system. So my driver will never update. The name of the program that is not updating is DirectX. The DirectX program, a program regarding graphic design from Microsoft Windows, the operating system, has got to update for certain portions of the Adobe program to actually work. The reason I bought the computer to begin. So now at any time, this thing could go faulty. Now, I have checked also through different video game programs, and I'm still receiving those types of error messages throughout those. I actually reported to the third party, which is PayPal. PayPal assisted at the very beginning. As I continued to report, the company, PC Server and Parts, tried to offer me several different antidotes to relinquish the problem. However, they were never really quite able to relinquish the problem. The problem again was that DirectX connection, their driver would not update. They sent me a brand new. I asked them to send me a different graphic or GPU, which is my graphic card. Asked them to send me a different GPU. They sent me the exact same model. The problem is the model. So with that said, I asked them to just send me a different GPU. They wouldn't budge for some reason, and I'm not sure exactly why. However, they guarantee that this is a refurbished computer, which means for the first 6 months at the very least, this thing has to be working properly. If any of the drivers, any of the system components, any of the thing has a problem on here, they should be capable of actually replacing it. They were not able to do so. I got in contact with the manufacturer of the driver as well. They said the same thing, and I have proof of all of this. They said the exact same thing. It is the GPU. Until I got in contact with PC Server and Parts, for some reason had a childish game on their mind, and I don't know if this should go on the record, but I believe that this individual, the ownership was probably incoherent, to say the least, if not drinking on the job. And I don't know that I should put that on the record. But he was not in his right mind, because he definitely didn't speak to me in a fashion that was coherent, proper business. By the time we disconnected and it's come to this particular point, I've had several issues with the same problem. Those problems have taken place on both Facebook. They have taken place on Alibaba and other, I think eBay. As a matter of fact, it was eBay. The issue and concerns are exactly the same. When I make a purchase and they send me a bad part, or they false advertise each and every single time, they are caused to refund the money. In two cases, they sent me two separate cases. They sent me two different items and had to refund the money without receiving the item back because they had already sent it. With that said, the only difference between the two individuals that had to refund the money and allow me to keep the part and this organization is the amount of melanin, the amount of melanin in their body. The people are what you labeled minority, and this company is white. The only difference. And that's why I'm suing the company, because they have falsely advertised and breached the contract. All they have to do is replace the GPU, send a working GPU, and this is doesn't go to court. We don't waste taxpayers' dollars. Correct. They sent me a replacement part of the same exact kind, and they should have sent something that was different. It would have been the same capacity, but it would have actually relinquished the issue. The original cost for the computer was $899. The GP unit would have cost, if I had to seek another GP unit, it would have cost about $500. Instead of seeking another GP unit, I asked them to refund the entire amount. And what they want, they did. They refund. And when I asked the third party to refund the entire amount, that's when they finally just gave me the $499. So they should have actually refunded it at that point, and they didn't. It represents a violation sent from PC server and parts to myself. There is a violation of contract. There's a breach of contract. You sent me a product that doesn't work. If I can't follow through, I'm going to end up with an issue. I have other evidence and pictures of this thing being faulty over and over again, and I've reported to every governmental organization who have suggested that I pursue a lawsuit. No, the amount that I paid for the amount that I paid for the computer, which is what I ordered. I ordered a working computer, is $899. So the amount that's owed is $400. Correct. That is correct. PayPal stood between the two of us. PayPal is the company that I suggested they offer a full refund. PayPal had a policy pattern that where they objected to the full refund for illegally. PayPal is who I was in communication with due to the fact that they stand between us as a third party and make money off of the transaction. PayPal absorbed funds from my bank account and stands in between the two of us as a liaison for proper business. That is 100% correct. PayPal is a third party representative that comes between us to offer us proper business. That is correct. Yes, that is correct. I did not file an affidavit. However, I did send the courtroom the service at the exact same time that sent them the service by email. Absolutely. I have that right here. I can I can send that immediately, Judge. I completely understand that. I just want to reassert that I'm certain that they received the service. I'm more than positive that they are avoiding the situation on purpose. I do from PayPal. I do not from PC servers and parts. They kind of just broke off and stopped communicating immediately. And I'm not sure. I think they didn't block my emails or anything like that. And actually, Judge, I have also called them and have not received a phone call back. I've left message. I've not received a call back. I'm certain that on the answer machine I have stated the the case number, but no phone call back. When I say cut off, I don't mean that they blocked me or sent my communications to email. However, after I told them of after they were notified that I would take them to court, they stopped communicating. Correct. Correct. Absolutely, I can. I appreciate that. Okay. I will get in at the very most convenient time possible, immediately. Thank you, Judge.